HMS Pinafore, and never a more popular captain walked the deck. He loved and was loved by Little Buttercup, the bomb-boat woman, but as society would frown upon such an inappropriate match, their love remained undeclared. The captain had a beautiful daughter named Josephine. Josephine. Josephine was sought in marriage by Sir Joseph Potter, the first lord of the Admiralty, and a great and good man. Or so he told everybody. However, Josephine was in love with Ralph Rextor, an able seaman on her father's ship, and so rejected Sir Joseph's advances. Now, I needn't tell you, a marriage between a captain's daughter and a common sailor is totally unacceptable. Even so, the foolish lovers decided to elope. However, the plans were foiled by myself. Dick did I, and Ralph was arrested and sent to the ship's brig. Little Buttercup then revealed a long-held secret. She was a nursery maid. She looked after both the captain and Ralph, and somehow managed to muddle them up. So in reality, Ralph was Edward, and Edward was Ralph. Now, Sir Joseph, he ain't no interested in common sailor's daughter, so reluctantly agreed to marry his cousin Phoebe, leaving Josephine free to take Ralph, and Edward of a low enough rank to marry Little Buttercup. So, all was sorted out, the status quo was preserved, and they all lived happily ever after. Or did they? The next time we meet Edward Corcoran, we form an expedition escorting Princess Zara to the island of Utopia Limited and find the flowers of progress. But wait, this is no lowly able seaman Corcoran, but Captain Sir Edward Corcoran, KCB. How did this common sailor manage to not only regain his former rank, but also be awarded one of the highest honors in the land? This incredible tale, thought to be lost in the mystery of time, can now at long last be revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present, for the very first time, Mutiny on the Pinafore, or the fall and rise of Captain Corcoran.
We are right at sea, we can't run away. I can be right at home at night, you can't put a drink and play. I was captain of this crew, and of a servant brave and true, the kindly put, ruled the ship beloved and well respected, with Joseph Porter, KCB, and for me quite decisively. Josephine, my progeny, for marriage he selected, for marriage he selected. And I expect you'll all agree that he was right to so decree. I was right and you were right, and all is right as right can be. And you were right and we were right, and all is right as right can be. And you were right and right and right. My darling, wait, alert with Ralph and mine was one big puzzle. When Buttercup announced with glee that I was Ralph, while Ralph was me, while nursing us in infancy, she somehow got us muddled, she somehow got us muddled. Imagine then to my dismay, when Buttercup was heard to say, captaincy was not to be, and all is round the other way. The captaincy was not to be, and all was round the other way, and all was round the other way, all round the other way. Now 3 months later, here you'll find, after all I do not mind, although I sank the lowly rank, existence is my better. Free from all that cares and strife, pressure doesn't rule my life, and Buttercup will be my wife. My rank was just a feather, a feather, a feather. My rank was just a feather. And so it's clear I way. I was right, and you were right, and all is right to lure and lie.
And you were right, and we were right, and all was right to lure and lie.
And you were right, and we were right,
And all was right.
These past 3 months at sea have been the happiest I've ever spent in the Navy. No cleaning, no painting, no midnight watches, just singing and dancing and drinking from cock's crow to sundown. Ice cream when it's full, hot toddies when it's cold, leather beds, comic papers, magic lantern shows. Why, nothing's too much trouble for our Captain Rackstraw.
Aye, it's a pleasant life and no mistake. Certainly makes my days as captain seem very dull indeed.
It does. Oh, I wouldn't take it too badly there, Edward. You was a fine captain in your way. It's just that you worked us too hard. Now, obviously, only a fool prefers hard work to lazing around.
That's true, Bill. Still, I was only trying to do my duty.
Exactly. You was doing your duty as you saw it. Fortunately, Captain Rackstraw only sees things a bit differently.
Yes, he certainly does. Tell me, messmate, you all prefer the new captain?
We do! I don't. No, I didn't think you would, Dick, did I? Is there not anything that'll make you happy?
I'm not happy when things aren't as they should be. Some listen to the word, and their captain should give the orders. It's unnatural the other way round. You know, I wish Rob and Josephine had a look. But way none of us would have happened that. So Joseph was right. Class and don't mix. And that's that. You can't come around with society, you know. It's not a variable quantity. Well, this time I feel full class. No matter how you shake the bottle of society, it'll always end the same. The drinks at the bottom, and the froth at the top.
Let us settle innumerate a catalogue of crime, and label them the outcome of a shallow modern time. But a punch's pushing pencil in that prehistoric key would show off human nature just as shallow as it. It is money more than manners nowadays that makes a man, and the man may make his money in such manner as he can. And the more he makes of it, the more his friends will make of him. It has always been the way since human sharks began to swim. And cynics may complain, but society is mixed. Yet I gather in the main its ingredients are mixed. And society has always been a sort of ginger pop. The drinks are at the bottom and the froth is at the top.
And society has always been a sort of ginger pop. The drinks are at the bottom and the froth is at the top.
Now philosophy may frown upon the follies of the froth, where both the beaten friend and vulgar stories have its form, where sentiment is silly and politeness out of date, and hearts instead of golden are a cheap electro thing. But a woman is a woman and a man is not a man, and froth has always floated ever since the world began. And the froth of human nature is the feeble-minded mold of animated fashion plates that make the genius snow. And cynics may complain that society is mixed. I am ready to maintain its ingredients are mixed. And the world of men and women is a social ginger pop. The drinks are at the bottom and the froth is at the top.
And the world of men and women is a social ginger pop. The drinks are at the bottom and the froth is at the top. Revolutionary sentiments around here. Thank you very much, Secretary. Rob's the captain. Henry is an able seaman. And Sir Joseph, well, he's the first lord of the Admiralty. And there's nothing, nobody can say that will change that.
Ah! Get off the place! Get off! Oh, you! Oh, my God!
This is a big day for me, you know, Bill. Do you realise this is the first time I've seen Buttercup since I was demoted?
I mean, we were suddenly called to Kingston, Jamaica the very next day.
Not entirely correct, Bill. We were urgently summoned to Kingston upon Hull.
I was a bit tired with all the merriment and such, and misread the semaphore a bit. That was all. It was an honest mistake.
It's an honest mistake that we didn't find out about till we got to Jamaica. It was very embarrassing turning up unannounced like that.
Still, we got us some marvellous rum, didn't we? Just the stuff that those genuine bride would.
Oh, I suppose you're right. I'm unsummoned patient to see Buttercup again. Well, we've got. I'll make arrangements to marry her as soon as I can.
Yeah. Why don't you ask Captain Rextor to marry you right here aboard ship? While the Pinafore's a far better place for a wedding than a drivey old church.
That's an excellent idea, Bill. I'm sure Buttercup would love that. Let's go and consult Ralph right away. Come on.
I hate this crew! Why do they have to be so horribly cheerful all the time? Oh, look, here comes young Josephine, full of the joys of spring. Am I the only one around here who's not the advanced throes of ecstasy? Of course, I know what's going to happen next. They'll soon be smiling out the other side of their faces. Why were you not at breakfast with the others?
I couldn't meet this morning, Ralph. The whole morning. We'll be docking at Portsmouth any moment. And Sir Joseph and Healy, the we awaken us there with details of our wedding? 3 months of anticipation has almost been too much to me.
If only Bill hadn't misread that semaphore, we may have been spared such frustration. Still, I suppose it was my fault, really. We were rather liberal with the grog that night, weren't we?
Never mind, dear. The delay has only sharpened my resolve. Your behaviour since you took over command has confirmed my belief that you're the sweetest, kindest, most generous man there is.
Well, Josephine, all I do is treat my men as I would like to be treated myself. Anyway, they've been so awfully nice to me since my elevation. You never hear a complaint when I have to cook for them, scrub for them, and see to all their needs.
That's true. The common man is open to more revolutionary ideas than us often suppose.
He is!
It's funny, Ralph. I would have gladly sacrificed wealth and rank to have been your bride. Yet, as things are now, it is you who have grown yourself to man.
Do not look at it that way, Josephine. Just as you would have given up everything for me, so would I for you. My new title means nothing to me.
But are you sure that your elevated rank won't turn your head? You won't go seeking high society beauties, will you? Can a captain really marry the daughter of one of his crew?
Hush, my love, do not fear. I have never loved anyone but you, and never will. Ever since your image first travelled from my retina to my occipital vortex by my optic nerve, there has been only one cognomen inscribed upon my myocardium. Dissect my pericardial sac, and the nature of these hieroglyphs would indeed be plain, but they spell one name, and one name only, Josephine Corcoran.
Oh, Ralph, you say the sweetest things.
Jolly nice of you to ask, Bill. They're so polite, aren't they? Permission granted. Now, my dear, Sir Joseph will be here any minute. We'd better get ready.
Of course. I'll go and check that the refreshments are all in order. You don't think he's bringing his sister's cousins and aunts again, do you?
Since he married Cousin Phoebe, I should say definitely not.
Right then! Prepare for docking. Slack the fore sheet. Bring in the starboard boom. Mount the royals. Lower the buttocks round. Heave ahead, messmates. Come along, lads, look lively. I think I can see Sir Joseph and his relatives ready to board. Just a minute. They aren't relatives. They're women!
Dr. Mate, we're excited!
You'll not find them telling the truth in the Pinafore, Master Captain. And a man's never truly happy without a woman by his side. Oh, it's so good to see you all again.
Well, how was Jamaica? Did you see that in service?
Not such, love. It was really rather quiet.
Yeah, well, we all know why that was. Bill thought we'd been called to Kingston, Jamaica, with all
Really, yes, well, it's No need to trouble the ladies with all the boring details. We should be offering them some tea.
Oh, yes, that would be lovely. Where's the jelly? We'll get started.
Don't need to do that anymore, my love. What's this? Captain Rackstraw? We got visitors.
Sir Joseph, you've arrived early. Why? Little Buttercup. In bed. How are you?
Oh, we're both very well, thank you, Ralph. Or should I say, Captain Rackstraw.
Oh, don't bother about formalities. This might never do. How is business?
Oh, it's going very well, thank you.
Look, we can't stand around here chattering all day. You should be offering our guests some refreshments.
Of course, how beautiful of me. I'll go and put the kettle on. And I think Josephine's baked some cakes you could have. I'll call you all when it's ready.
Well, I've never seen a captain like that before. You've got him right under the thumb.
Oh, you might vote!
Oh, Miss Penine, I see you having ugly and objectionable.
You always know where I'll go.
Enjoy it while you can, everyone. When Sir Joseph arrives, he won't put up with this nonsense.
Now be off with you, Penine! The captain may do what he likes aboard his own ship, and the Admiralty can't do anything about it.
Well, we'll see. Ha! We'll see! Oh, yeah! Never know! Oh, blistering butterful boy!
Now, I've got a little surprise for you, Buttercup. I've just arranged with Captain Rackstraw for him to marry us on board the Pinafore this very afternoon.
Oh, this afternoon?
Well, I've waited 3 months. I can't wait any longer.
Oh, Edward, oh, it's wonderful.
I want you to be pleased. Oh, by the way, have you got a dress?
Oh, yes. Beth and I have made one. And I've got my grandmother's wedding ring, too.
Here, do you have a best man?
Yeah. Well, I did think Bill could do it.
What? Me? You? Oh, I couldn't do that. I have to make a speech.
Good. I'll take that as a yes. Well, that's settled.
Oh, I say, he is a precious. Come along, Rose. Don't you want to meet me?
Oh, what was that?
Are you coming?
Sorry, love, I was speaking.
I thought something was wrong. Tell me all about it.
Well, I was worrying about the speech and it was wedding with Buttercup and that.
And what?
Well, I was thinking, they've only been courting for a few months and they're getting married already. I mean, how long have we been seeing each other?
I'm not sure. I'd say about 2 years, 5 months, or so. Approximately.
Why, that'd be about right. Well, I was saying to myself, how can I put this? Beth,
Yes, Phil.
just suppose, mind, that a man and a woman have been seeing each other for quite some time.
About 2.5 years.
I have a friend in that position.
I see.
And I was wondering what on earth you should do about it.
This friend?
This friend.
You know, Bill, I'm not sure. You have to tell me more about him.
I know a youth who loves a little maid. He participates a sight for to see. Silent is he, for he's humble and afraid. He participates as a youth can be.
I know a maid who was not for gallant youth. Hey, but she's waiting and her will grow free.
I know the youth and the maid at his aim. Hey, but his face is a sight for to see. How could he know that the maid feels the same? Hey, but he's wretched as a youth can be.
She's very proper and she's very true. Say that she's waiting and her will grow free. Still I believe that the maid loves him. Say that she wishes that her youth would speak.
Oh, little man,
Oh, little maid,
oh, little man.
oh, little maid.
Now, tell me, pray, and tell me true, what in the world should the young man do?
If I were the youth, I would speak to her today. Hey, but her face is a sight for to see.
If I were the maid, I would meet the youth halfway. Hey, but he's bashful as a youth can be.
If I were the youth, I would go ahead alone. Hey, but she's waiting and her will grow sweet.
If I were the maid, I would help him in his task, for I really do believe the youth intends to speak.
Oh, little man,
Oh, little maid,
oh, little man.
oh, little maid, I thank you, miss, for your counsel through. I'll tell Matthew what he ought to do. Yes, Miss?
Is there something you want to ask me?
No, Miss.
I think there is something you want to ask me, Bill.
Oh, yes, I think there is.
Well, what is it then?
Oh, Beard, will you know, marry me?
Oh, Bill, this is all so sudden and unexpected. I don't know what to say. Oh, go on then.
What did I a favouring gale?
That's what sometimes is in France.
To a height that you can scale. Say, but
Really not true.
should another have the mail on the shore to adventure of the tale which will rub your favor, rub your naive and to the Lord of Steve and Give us to the Lord of the Emily. Give us
I'm the only person I possibly would care about. I am an iron fellow, so I find it nice to be alone. I never need to get the fatherland before the crack of noon, and if it feels so hard that I don't understand the cheek at all. Ah, yes. The winter belly was the vote, so I was not to think about.
The winter belly was the vote, so he was need to think at all. The winter belly was the vote, so he was need to think at all. The winter belly was the vote, so he was need to think at all.
When dealing with policemen, if I threaten with a minor fine, the charges quickly vanish when I give another sonic sign. My principles are blasphemous, I go all the sinister. I am the very model of a cotton gun to the storm.
His principles are breakable, his guns are open sinister. He is the very model of a modern cabinet minister.
Lobbyists and pressure groups will find me quite amazable. I'll speak up in their favor if their bangles are untraceable. I used to represent a town that don't know what became of it. Mind you, I never went there, so I don't know what's the name of it. Promoted to the Admiralty, although I'd never been to sea. I don't know port and starboard, and the fussing sound quite rude to me. I chair a few committees, but I usually find I miss a lot. Miss a lot. Ah, yes. But at campaigning time, it's not just babies that I feel a lot.
At campaigning time, it's not just babies that you get a lot. At campaigning time, it's not just babies that you get a lot. At campaigning time, it's not just babies that you get a lot.
I give report to Parliament, I give advice to industry, I even give out contracts that are rather more substantial fee. My principles are flexible, they go all and sinister. I am the very model of a modern cabinet minister.
His principles are flexible, his goals are often sinister. He is the very model of a modern cabinet minister.
Although my life in politics is rather all flourishing, there are still certain areas in desperate need of nourishing. When is it that I'm telling lies and when committing perjury? And will someone please tell me why an MP has a surgery? Why is it that in House debates they jeer me when I try to speak? And why do confidential memos always seem to spring a leak? Why do I gossip with the press if whiskey I imbibe enough? Sorry, and ask you any question in the house if you can bribe enough.
Ask you any question in the house if you can bribe enough. Ask you any question in the house if you can bribe enough. Ask you any questions in the house if you can bribe enough.
I tried to teach the scandalmonger for them, nothing very wrong. I thought it which I'm really quite amazed at just how low I sunk. My principles are blessed and they go all the sinister. I am the very model of a modern cabinet minister.
His principles are flexible, his goals are often sinister. He is the very model of a modern cabinet minister.
Welcome aboard, Sir Joseph. I trust I find you well.
The passing fair, Captain Maxwell, passing fair. Yourself?
I confess, I am in rude health, Sir Joseph. Did your wedding proceed as planned?
Oh, yes. Hebe and I have now been married for 3 months.
3 happy months.
3 months. In fact, we have just returned from an extended visit to her mother.
My dear mother.
Her mother. A woman of striking countenance, a most forceful personality, of considerable physical strength for her age.
Well, I am sure she must be a charming lady to have raised such a charming daughter. After all, they do say that a daughter grows to become her mother.
Moving quickly on. Captain Maxwell, call your crew to attention so that I may inspect them.
They are! Their attention, Sir Joseph.
Are they indeed? Well, Captain Maxwell, standards of discipline have certainly deteriorated around here. This one's pretty sharp buttons hanging off.
I am sorry, Sir Joseph. I meant to get around to that last night.
You meant to get around to it? You mean to tell me that they don't mend their own uniforms?
It is a tedious job, Lady Porter, and too often ends in personal injury. I felt beholden to take the duty upon myself.
There is something very wrong here, Captain Maxwell. Very wrong indeed. Look at the hair on this one. Tell me, sir, you consider yourself an ace. Next thing we know, you'll be prancing around with a lily, writing poetry.
Actually, I do write poetry, Your Honour.
I have no wish to hear that. Get your hair cut or I'll have you on the court martial.
Sir Joseph, that not a little harsh?
Hush! Captain Rackstraw, have you become possessed of the mission to turn the British Navy into a floating theatrical farce?
No, Sir Joseph.
I have no desire to hear your excuses, sir. Your actions speak loudly enough as it is.
But they are not excuses, sir.
Joseph, this one's asleep. Captain Rackstraw is poor man ill.
I must apologise, Lady Porter. He had a late night poker session with some of the other men and was unable to take a lion because of your early arrival.
A lion? I could hardly believe my ears. Captain Rackstraw, these men are in the British Navy, the bulwarks of empire. They're not on holiday. They should follow my Joseph's example. Early to bed and up to the cock. That's right, dear.
Oh, yes, dear.
What have we heard?
He's just a cabin boy, Sir Joseph. Nobody important.
But he needs discipline, Captain Rackstraw, like the rest of his rabble.
I'll see to it, Sir Joseph.
See that you do, Captain Rackstraw. See that you do.
Now then, where's Corker? Ah, desire that splendid seaman to step forward.
Edward Cochrane, would you be so good as to come forward? If you please.
Tell me, able seaman Cochrane, how are you adapting to your change of position?
Very well, sir. It's an easy life, all things considered.
And you don't object to taking orders from your former underling?
No, sir. Besides, we tend to give him orders most of the time.
Do you indeed? And does he follow?
Without exception, Your Honor.
Oh dear, there is something terribly wrong here, Captain Rackstraw. Do you observe no distinction of rank whatsoever?
But Sir Joseph, as you yourself said, a British sailor is any man's equal.
Excepting his.
Excepting yours.
I am aware of that, Captain Rackstraw, but this is carrying things too far. A great deal too far. Dismiss your crew. We must talk alone.
Certainly, Sir Joseph. Men, do you think you could leave us alone for a bit? Thanks awfully.
Oh, come on, girls. Look at them, Joseph. Dirty, untidy, and ill-disciplined. They're almost as bad as the French.
There is the naughty me. Captain Rackstraw, this is an intolerable situation. What on earth possessed you to allow your crew to treat you with a son?
But Sir Joseph, I consider each crew member to be my friend, therefore my equal. Their happiness is everything to me.
But this disillusion of rank, it cannot work.
At all times there are certain conventions which must be observed. Social leveling is an experiment which has already been tried and it failed then too. I'll tell you all about it.
No, I'll tell you all about it.
She'll tell you all about it.
There lived a king, as I've been told, who had no working day no more. And hearts were twice as good as gold, and 20 times as mellow. But triumph in his face, and with his heart he followed me. For all the earth his human race, and every wretch he fell on. When he had reddish wine to drink, his face is very sad to see. And so that young and poor and cheap must be content with He wished all business riches did, and he was rich as rich could be. So he put up on every tree from home to every party.
Now there's the kind of king for me, which the man was rich as me. So put up for every tree from home to everybody.
Lord Johnson lords were cheap as sprats, and bishops in their shallow hats. For lifting ball and turning hat, in point from hat to penny. That fingers broke out like hate, like ministers and soldiers sing, who like the sparrow down to play, and jokes were free of penny. On every night you thought, it's only a one old penny, with murder on the ocean deep, around his life in yard.
With that, the mountain white ocean.
And party leaders you should be, in schools and streets on every street, maintaining with no little heat their various opinions.
Now that's like good and it took my living in the street, maintaining with no little heat that various opinions.
This king, although no one denied, his heart was all that known. Yet he had acted otherwise, if he had been a future, the envy and the immortal.
night was abundantly obvious, Captain Maxwell. Please think on it.
I will, Sir Joseph. I will.
And now to all pleasant matters. Josephine, my dear, arrangements have been finalized for your wedding, and the church has been booked for next Saturday.
That's wonderful, Lady Porter. It's very kind of you to arrange everything so swiftly.
No, not at all. My wife is anxious that everybody should experience as much married life as possible.
Happy married life.
Married life.
Is there anything left for me to do?
Now let me see. Catering's been arranged, and all the invitations have been sent out. Now did you order a dress?
No, there was no time. However, I made one myself during the voyage, which will do just as well. Oh, Lady Porter, I shall be so proud to walk down the aisle with my father by my side.
Ah, yes, your father. Tell me, is he still intent on marrying that Dunderhead woman?
Absolutely. In fact, their wedding is to take place this afternoon on board ship, and I shall be carrying out the ceremony myself. You would be most welcome to attend.
I think not. Able seamen and bumboat women are hardly our set, are they, my dear?
Not if you say so, dear.
Of course not. Our relative ranks have changed so much lately that I can hardly remember who is above whom anymore.
I suppose it does get a little confusing.
Hi, it's like I always say. It's a queer world, sir.
As your misshapen crewman has said, Captain Maxwell, it is a strange world, but who would have it any other way?
Try me lifelong, we can never straighten out my tangled scale. Why should we rage and fail? Yes, and yes again. Like the pudding full of rum. Like the pudding full of rum. Here's a anchor that belongs. We're always our future. On impossible solution. Like the river distribution. Let us take it as it comes. Let us take it as it comes. Let us fight the dirty people. We shall get it understood. May our little word of healing not us into another room. Bring the light in us, bring the hope in us. Bring the light of the town, bring the glory to us. Often gives us back the table and we cross it down the middle as perhaps the only riddle as we shrink from giving up. As perhaps the only riddle as we shrink from giving up. Let me be glad it comes, let it come. Sing the light with the cup, let the sorrow be the cup. Take my hand.
And so, Sir Joseph and Captain Rackstraw went their separate ways. Sir Joseph to his cabin, and Captain Rackstraw to perform the marriage ceremony of Edward Corcoran and Little Buttercup. Oh, here come the revellers now, happy and full of drink, blissfully unaware of the unpleasant events that are about to occur.
Captain, waiting like it's going to bring my turn.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here, here.
accustomed as I am to public
Speaking.
thank you, speaking, I feel
Overbound.
thank you, no, overwhelmed upon this
Occasion.
thank you, occasion. And I also feel that that your feelings, that they are
Feel.
thank you. If you could
Feel.
thank you. If you could feel as I feel, I am.
Here, here.
Thank you, I am.
Here, here.
Thank you.
Here, here.
What is this dreadful noise that threatens to disturb my equid boys? My irritation with disguise, you can see in the expression of my eyes.
So Josephine, pray take this hand before you, let goodness and forgiveness rule the day. Come join with us, be merry, I implore you, sympathy and send me on my way.
I will not shake the hand of the negative steamer. I'll make you understand equality's a demon. The partnership that you present is almost a desecration. This very state was relevant for men of higher station.
This holy state is really meant for men of higher station. You're a snob, sir, it's a drop, sir, that's a mob, sir, that's a drive. You may see it, sir, you may jeer, sir, but I fear, sir, that's a why. If you mob, sir, if you flop, sir, if you drop, sir, if you might, so beware, sir, if you care, sir, for I swear, sir, this is right.
You're a snob, sir, it's a job, sir, that's a mob, sir, that's a crime. You may see it, sir, you may jeer, sir, but I fear, sir, that's a why. If you mob, sir, that's a flop, sir, that's a drop, sir, if you might, so beware, sir, if you care, sir, for I swear, sir, this is right.
Warning, such presumption needs withstanding, disrespect to which your partial, there is something more partial. Disrespect to which is partial, there is something more partial.
You're a doctor, it's a doctor, that's a monster, that's a crime. You may fear, sir, you may fear, sir, but I fear, sir, that's a wife. If you want, sir, it's a monster, if you jump, sir, it's a knife. So beware, sir, that they care, sir, for I swear, sir, that it's mine. So beware, that they care, for I swear, they just must. So beware, sir, that they care, sir, for I swear, sir, that it's mine. So beware, sir, that they care, sir, for I swear, sir, that it's mine. So beware, sir, that they care. So beware, sir, that they care, sir, for I swear, sir, that it's mine, sir, that it's mine, sir, that it's mine.
Edward, you've killed a rebellion rank. You've struck a senior, but in your hand. Yes, they said it rang him, I rang him. evaporation. Pleasure gives us rum and cause a measure, doing anything you may wish. Here's a pretty kettle of fish. Kettle of fish. Kettle of fish. Here's a pretty kettle of fish. The captain turned into an autocrat, working through without compassion, wanting naked friendly cat, doing anything you may wish. Doing anything you may wish. Here's a pretty kettle of fish.
As you can see, damn rascal's taken Sir Joseph's message to heart. He's done him quite a marginous. Ha ha ha! Gone are the days of roses and wine. It's back to basics here. Ha ha ha!
Pay attention, crew. You may stop work now and take 5 minutes recreation time. After which, all ladies will be required to put ashore. We are now going to consider the case of the unfortunate crewman who assaulted Sir Joseph.
Where did speak, sir?
Granted.
What are you going to do with Edward, sir?
That was a matter for your battles to decide, boss. Suffice it to say, it will be necessary to make an example of him.
Such ill discipline must be rooted out in the lower branches of the service. You should all be mindlessly following orders with the love and devotion of the...
husband.
I was actually thinking about dogs. But that example would serve even better.
Since we feel that you are all to some extent guilty of the same crime of insubordination, I have decided to cancel all shortly. Yes, it is all disobedience, and I shall cancel all visits from these ladies. But that is all. Good night.
And you've got to go on.
Oh, Ben, you'd best be on your way. It'd be dark to offend him any more.
You're right. Which train has come over Captain Rexon's yesterday?
Aye, you're not wrong there. No on parts, no singing after midnight, no use these cabins for 40 winks in the middle of the afternoon, and punishment if you're caught drunk on duty.
It's an intolerable state of fear.
Well, I say, thank goodness! Things are back the right way round again.
You would say that, did I?
Well, I told you the old situation wouldn't last, didn't I? As soon as Rexall realised the way things should be, it didn't take them long to set them straight. Officers are officers and crew are crew, and that's the end of it. Don't say they're better than us, but someone's got to be on top.
Oh, a captain who boasts intellectual graces can do what he likes a good deal in a day, and put all his messmates back into their places with plenty of work and with little of play. Deprived of your luxuries is and your graces is back to reality, wearing grimaces and that's was the cause of your very long faces. But wait on that topic, I've something to say. I've something to say. I've something to say.
He's something to say.
Oh, his rule is despotic and very aesthetic, and all that was colourful turned into grey by a pushing young captain of turn energetic. A very great deal may be done in a day.
Oh, his rule is despotic and very aesthetic, and all that was colourful turned into grey by a pushing young captain of turn energetic. A very great deal may be done in a day.
Must be called and attention. The orders are given to fight and to die. If Rexall intends to fulfill his potential, he'd better pull rank, and I'll let you know why. Society structure must be evidential. Your views and direction should be consequential. And now that our captain has proved his credential, we finally know where his sympathies lie. His sympathies lie. His sympathies lie.
Sympathies lie.
Oh, I do not pretend to be very prophetic. I fancy I know what you're going to say by a pushing young captain to turn energetic. A very great deal may be done in a day.
Oh, it's looking uncanny and now prophetic and perfectly perfectly going to say.
I am pushing young captain to turn energetic. A very great deal may be done in a day.
incitements of revolution. I shan't be held responsible for the actions of me corrosion. Now be off with ya!
It's all right, I'm going. I've got to take that prisoner at supper. Who knows? But it might turn out to be his last. Come on! Come on, boy! Now!
Oh, to think that my Edward's face rests in the hands of the captain and Sir Joseph. What do you suppose they'll do with him?
Not too sure, little buttercup. Might be the worst.
Do you think I would see him tonight? There's so much I want to say to him.
Well, prisoners don't normally take their exercise until after we've all gone to bed. But if you were to conceal yourself up here, though, you may catch him on his evening walk. But be sure not to get caught yourself, though.
Oh, thank you, Bill. I'll do that.
Come on, girls! It's time to give the talk!
Get off my face! You think you're Get out of here!
So do I, Kitty. So do I. Well, little buttercup, stay starting from below. Good luck, lads. Good luck.
Oh, thank you, Bill. I'll try to keep out of harm's way. No, I'd better conceal myself. Oh, I hear voices approaching. Oh, it might be Sir Joseph Marie. Oh, might be to hide.
Come along, Inwood. The captain told me to give you anything you'd like. There must be something. Have I some rum?
No. I've no desire for alcohol tonight. The only thing I want is my wife. Now that's supposed to keep her in the storeroom.
No need for that. But here I am. Oh,
No, you do. None of that. That's not allowed, you know.
oh, nonsense. We're married now.
Well, you've got a point there. But hang on a bit. You're supposed to have gone ashore.
Oh, I know, Dick. But can't you turn a blind eye just for once? After all, our honeymoon was cut rather short.
Oh, well. I dare say I'll regret it. But you've got 5 minutes together. Come on, you two.
Alone at last. Oh, Edward, you look so sad. Have you heard the verdict?
I have. It's as I expected. Assaulting a senior officer contravenes with the second article of war. There can only be one punishment.
Death?
Aye. Tomorrow morning I'm to be hanged from a 40-hour arm of my own ship.
Oh.
I'm afraid our marriage is going to be rather a break.
Oh.
Hey, are they really gonna, stretch your neck tomorrow? I've only ever seen one old geezer strung up. That was horrible. Bloody horrible.
You've upset Buttercup, you scamp.
Sorry, miss, but the whole crew's talking about it. Really angry they are. Except for Dick. He's looking forward to it. The sod.
How long have you been at sea, young Nick? You look so young.
Since I was 12 months. I ran away to sea, I did. Got caught by the press gang. But I was better here. Better than being beaten up by my past.
Be off, Nick. I've only got 5 minutes alone with Buttercup.
I have to. Sorry, miss. I'll see ya. Tomorrow.
Oh, Edward, it's so unfair to have the cup of happiness snatched from my lips just as I was about to take the first step. Can anything be done?
Nothing. I'm resigned to my fate. I broke the law, I must pay the penalty. Oh, my love, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Edward, don't apologize. You acted rightly. I'll always be proud of what you did, no matter what the consequences.
Oh, Buttercup, I do love you. Oh, why did I allow my stupid pride to stop me saying it before?
Oh, and why did I think you were so far above my station? When I think of how long I've loved you from afar, never daring to speak. Oh, Ethel, why have we wasted so much time? There grew a little flower beneath the great oak tree. He was free to fight and power, but she loved him. He was master of the bower, but before him she did cower, never dreaming of an hour with the great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day. Sing hey, like a day, let the fields fall free, for the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day, sing hey, like a day, let the fields fall free, for the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Did she here love me never was my great oak tree, for I'm neither rich nor clever, and so why should he? But no fate or fortune never could be faithful, I'll endeavor. I forever and forever to my great oak tree sing hey, like a day. Sing hey, like a day, let the fields fall free, for the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day, sing hey, like a day, let the fields fall free, for the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. One day I found, however, that my great oak tree didn't long for rich and clever, for he loved me. But no fate or fortune ever, I for love endeavor. I forever and forever for my great oak tree sing hey, like a day. Sing hey, like a day, let the fields fall free, for the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day, hey, like a day, let the fields fall free, for the pretty little flower and the great oak tree. Sing hey, like a day, like a day,
This time I was returning to myself. I seem to have lost my appetite for exercise tonight.
Father, wait. I've heard the verdict. He's due at the hang tomorrow.
I'm sorry you should see me like this, Josephine. I always try to make you proud of me, but at least I'll show you how a gentleman should die.
Good Father. Don't talk like that. It will be horrible. I cannot believe this is Ralph's doing. He was always such a gentle man. I don't know what Sir Joseph and Kitty have done to him.
He's simply doing his duty, my child, as we all should. I play by the rules. I expect him to do the same.
And you're not bitter about him?
No, lads. Although I could have wished for a longer married life, but I've only myself to blame. Not world we live in, Josephine. But for all its faults, it's good enough for me. I've heard it said, and maybe read in many a trusty tome, how when orders met on the parapets of the walls of ancient Rome, as the two passed by each winged and diamond cannon confidential, or spoke his nose with goodness knows with a dissident all essential. For every man since the world began had his idiosyncrasy, and the mouth from a bone and the dime on a throne with a tinkling tune for tea, where the face and hue from your point of view with a dozen of tools suit me. Though I don't rejoice with a big bass voice with a dozen of tools suit me. Though the world be bad and the best be had and therefore QED, though it makes so few and the chosen few, it's a good enough world for me. It's a good enough world for me.
I have something to tell you.
I already know. My father has been hanged.
No, not that. Well, there is that. But what I wish to discuss was our forthcoming marriage.
What about it?
Well, Sir Joseph and Lady Porter have pointed out to me that you are the daughter of a common sailor.
That does not affect me, Ralph.
Not only that, you're the daughter of a common sailor who is condemned to death.
Do not remind me.
Well, situated as you are hardly a suitable wife for the captain of one of Her Majesty's ships.
What?
You must appreciate that the discrepancy in your ranks is enormous, far greater than society can ever tolerate.
It is in point of fact as wide as the gulf which separated you before Rafe and your father exchanged places. What was insurmountable then is still insurmountable now.
I see. I just wondered that you were allowing it to go ahead. Well, is that what you believe, Ralph? Is it?
I think Sir Joseph and Lady Porter are right. We can never wed.
Ralph? Ralph, what have you become? Is this what you really want? Answer me!
It is.
Well, then I suppose it is goodbye. Goodbye, Sir Joseph. Goodbye, Lady Porter. And goodbye, Ralph Rackstraw. I know not why, but I love you.
There now. That wasn't so bad, was it?
I suppose not.
I think you did splendidly. You're taking to your new rank like a duck to water. It's obvious that you were born to it.
And equally obvious that Edward Corcoran was not. I always suspected there was something false about that fellow. You cannot fake good breeding.
You're so right, Joseph, so right.
Now, if you will excuse me, I will retire to my cabin. It has been a most stressful day.
Of course, they've got to be up early, what? The hanging. Wouldn't want to miss that, would you?
Well, Joseph, we've got this place ship-shape and Bristol fashion again. It was very unfortunate that Captain Rackstraw had such a very underdeveloped sense of the importance of rank. A place for everyone, and everyone in their place, that's what I say.
Precisely. If everybody acted as though we were all the same, where would we be, what?
Was not that the very, very philosophy which you used to preach?
It was. If my marriage to you has taught me one very important lesson. In every relationship, someone has to be the master.
And someone has to be the servant.
When you He said in roll faster, if ever they should disagree, then someone was the servant sheep, and someone was the master. Oh, if there's a problem here,
That's right, that all seems quite well.
I think that you've forgotten, dear.
The stinking breeze disaster.
That's right, it brings disaster.
Oh, the truth fails in things. The female is the strongest thing. Husbands who count them all.
Like that they sleep alone.
They sleep alone.
They sleep alone.
They sleep alone. Just keep that they sleep alone.
So I find that it's too late. Can husband should accept their fate. For carnal knowledge won't be got if he's an old kid.
Which is not.
Oh no, he's not.
And there is not. That's why the donkey is not. So let me join the family and rejoice in the day of Mary. For the marriage is first in the heart, the first in the heart, the baby of Mary. So let us be jolly and merry and rejoice in the day of Mary. And the marriage is first, but the last is our best of the husband of baby of Mary.
You know.
Damn the law! What's happening to Edward isn't right, and that's it. If the law won't do something to save him, then we'll have to save him ourselves. Oh, but how can we do that? Well, for a start, we can take him out of the ship.
What? Take over the ship? The beer? That's mutiny!
I don't see it. We could be hanged for that. We could, but it will be hanged if we don't. So what do you say? Are you with me? I learned my waver to and fro, doth eat your hands for me.
Doth eat your hands for me.
The scheme is rash and well made well, but over not the odds that well. The hope, the truth, the truth, the truth, in all the way.
No, I do not go.
My loyalty to him I owe, such friends as he cannot be bought.
Such friends as he has got.
So shall I wreck his risk, I wrong when services ought to be done to save our life of such a one. Unworthy thought, unworthy thought.
I shall be wrecked and risk me right to save the life of such a one.
so, the dawn broke, bringing the appointed hour of Edward Corcoran's execution ever closer. You slept soundly that night. Only Sir Joseph and Lady Porter seemed untroubled by conscience. And despite some dark mutterings, no rebellion appeared amongst the men, save for the fact they all refused to be hangmen, even under the threat of court-martial. Well, nearly all. It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Tomorrow,
with the act of a sinner. When breakfast is taken away to turn his attention to dinner, and installing the radio we leave to look upon him as a glutton. For when he is tired of beef, determines to tackle the mutton. Oh, consider the moral, I pray. No bringer, no best way to sorrow. Who finds the same as today, and finds he's the captain tomorrow.
Consider the moral, I say. No bringer, no best way to sorrow. Who finds he's the same as today, and finds he's the captain tomorrow.
So you relinquish your captaincy voluntarily?
I do! I've never felt comfortable ordering my old friends around. Perhaps it would be better if I resigned my command of the Pinafore.
Yes. But who should we appoint in his place?
I think there can only be one answer to that question. Edward Corcoran! Are you prepared to resume the post that you abandoned so unexpectedly? I am. Then I sit down willingly. After all, there is only one true captain of the Pinafore.
Yeah.
Three cheers for Captain Corcoran! Hip hip! Hey! Hip hip! Hey! Hip hip!
Not a word, I feel alive inside. Sir Joseph Porter comes, your weapons quickly hide. Yes, yes, Sir Joseph Porter comes.
Yes, yes, Sir Joseph Porter comes.
Yes, yes, the Joseph Porter comes. And buried in the warming arms of Morpheus I lay. My conscience stood by healing balms until the break of day. Caressed and calmed by gentle breeze, I dreamt of former joys. And as I lay at blissful ease, I thought I had a noise.
He brought me a noise.
My hopes and dreams were cast askew with carelessness. You stand to us, you treat my messmate with disdain, as though not worth the strength to know. You deprecate my daughter though, I'm worthy to look at her. Oh,
Look after all, look after all, I'm worthy to look after all. Look after all, look after all, I'm worthy to look after all.
but when compared with other crimes for which your head will back her own, this liberty kind of a liberty scarcely seems the matter of.
For which your head with all the crimes, for which your head will matter all. This liberty kind of a liberty scarcely seems to matter all.
By drawing from that gentleman, you wheedle and you venture on. You want to take his simple mind with sophistry and natural. The cunning by compliment his senses you be natural. He must have read, he must have lied, especially the lateral.
The lateral, especially the lateral. The lateral, especially
reason.
We do.
And you're prepared to accept the consequences, which will almost certainly involve torture and a particularly unpleasant death.
Oh, yes.
Good. Just checking. I say, I couldn't offer you money, I suppose.
No, you promised. Now get your deck and that note.
Stop! Such a death is too good for him.
Let's hang him by the rope!
I think you mean roller.
I know what I'm talking about.
No! I've got a better idea. I know how we can teach this landlubber a lesson.
Let him walk the plank.
Oi, that'll do. You're quite not before each other. That will be come on!
Let's go! Walk around! Think of the step you're taking. You are sentencing yourselves to death.
No! Sir Joseph, we are sentencing you to death.
Stop! You cannot do such a thing to an officer of state. Desist in your courses, or I shall immediately report you to the police. I think the courts will find me an overwhelming witness.
That's a good point. What will we do? I know. Let's make her hold the plank with us. Take her back to land your husband.
No, what you're doing,
Hold! I cannot let you carry out this plan. I was prepared to let my secret die with me, but I cannot let it claim 2 lives. Rackstraw, corporal, nothing else. I am not who you think I am.
You're an imposter.
No? Well, yes. I am the First Lord of the Admiralty, but by rights I should not hold the post. I obtained it on the false colors. You see, I was swapped in infancy. Not what you think. Listen. When I was born at an early age to a lowless mother on a lowly wage, she soon decided that her lasting boy was a credit to his mother and a pride and joy. In spite to my mother and her to me, I really was as happy as a baby could be. And as my bliss was not to last, for the dead soon mounted and the bills came fast. Concerned to keep the wounds at bay, my mother took another baby to earn her pay. She took another baby to pay for me, and keep me just as happy as a baby could be. My fortunes came to a pretty pass when she took in a child from the middle class. For conscious of the feeding babe, she gave him double dinners as he went nursing. She said that on the baby so much more than she, that I wished I was the baby and that he was me. Day by day my jealousy grew. As he got many meals while I got few. In anger I would gnash my gums. An action that is guaranteed to pinch his mouth. So tell you what I leave, I think I ought to. My family was conquering and it was for them. And so one night when put to bed, I crept to the crib where he laid his head. In my own cradle I placed the brat. I jumped to me right in bed and that was that. He jumped to his mother's bed and that was that. He slept and rested with I for me, that my mother thought that I was he and he was me. He slept and rested with I for me, that my mother thought that I was he and he was me. And so at last there came the day when the middle class parents took a babe away. They raised me as their son on there, and gave me all the privileges I could bear. And gave all the privileges he could bear. I rose to be the ruler of the Queen's Navy. But in fact I'm really conquering and he is me. He rose to be the ruler of the Queen's Navy, but in fact he's really conquering and he is me.
Do you mean to say that I am you and
to convey officially.
Well then, that really makes you an able seaman.
And you are the first Lord of the Admiralty.
Hang on a second. Did this all happen before or after Buttercup got even around like that?
Oh, before. At least, I think it was. Yes, it must have been.
Master, allow me to explain. You see, originally, Rob was destined to be captain, Edward to be the first Lord of the Admiralty, and Sir Joseph to be an able seaman. Then Edward and Sir Joseph swapped places. Then Ralph and Edward swapped places. Then Edward and Ralph swapped places back again. Now Sir Joseph and Edward are swapping places. So we're back where we started. Clear now?
No!
Oh, well, never mind. Basically it means that Edward is now a Sir. And Sir Joseph, well, he's a Joseph.
Tell me, husband, is all this true?
I'm afraid so. It seems you've made rather a poor matrimonial deal, all things.
What? Just wait until I tell Mother.
Well, Edward, we might as well get this over and done with. Perhaps you should kneel. Arise, Sir Edward Corcoran, K.C.B., First Lord of the Admiralty.
But I don't want to be First Lord of the Admiralty. I'd much rather stay with my ship.
Very well. If you know they'll arrange that, arise then, Captain Sir Edward Corcoran, K.C.B.
3 cheers for Captain Corcoran! Hey! And so, my story ends. Captain Corcoran was restored to his natural place at the helm of the HMS Pinafore, with Buttercup by his side, only leaving her 16 years later to return to Utopia. Josephine forgave Ralph and eventually married him just before he took command of the HMS Semaphore. Sir Joseph resigned to his fate and became able seaman Joe Porter, the first smartest topman in the Navy, while he found the change a little harder to adapt to. And then home to Mummy. Much to Joseph's immense satisfaction. But, what of Dick, did I? Poor, faithful Dick, did I? Who never failed to do his duty and was consistently hated for it. Well, he was destined to spend the rest of his life alone. Unappreciated. And unloved. Let's face it. Who would love a man with a face and figure such as mine? Now this is my fate, and I am resigned.
I wouldn't be so sure.
You scared for the beauty! Come to my arms!
But it's still Lady Buttercup, dear Lady sweet lady buttercup eyes.
Well, she's called Lady Buttercup, dear Lady Buttercup, oh, I don't understand why. But dear Lady Buttercup, sweet Lady Buttercup,